Hi, good day. I'm Grizel Joy B. Caballero and I'm making this video as a requirement for our subject thermal processing, and I will be discussing metal can defects. So what is metal can defects? This refers to various imperfections or flaws that can arise during the manufacturing process of metal cans, impacting their integrity, safety, and appearance. Metal can defects encompass 7 categories such as metal plate manufacturing defects, coating application defects, can body manufacturing defects, can end manufacturing defects, double seam defects, other manufacturing defects, and handling defects. So each category of metal can defects consists of various types. Now, I will share with you the types of defects, including their classification, description, and common sources. The first category is metal plate manufacturing defects, which type include laminated plate defects. A plate lamination is considered a serious metal plate defect wherein a metal body or end plate can separate into 2 layers of metal that are not bonded. The common sources of this defect include folds or layers of plate rolled into a single plate thickness in the rolling mill. These folds or layers fail to bond together during rolling and will separate when the metal is worked during can manufacture. So the second category is coating application defects that has a type of foreign particles in coating and are classified as minor coating application defects. These defects manifest as small particles on the coating surface, often appearing black in color. Coating ash may present as a line in the body wall of 2-piece cans, resulting from the drawing operation. The common source of this defect is coating ash or charred particles of coating, dirt, or other foreign particles that may adhere to the wet coating before baking. The third category is can body manufacturing defects, which has 4 subcategories. So first, we have 3-piece soldered, and these cans experience a type of defect known as acid salts corrosion, which is considered a serious issue. This defect involves acidic residues on the outside of the side seam area, leading to rusting or the disposition of salts on the inside of the can. The common source of this defect is acidic residues on the side seam solder, which are acquired from the solder bath when it is charged with acid crystals used to maintain the cleanliness of the solder roll during the tinning process. The second subcategory is 3-piece welded, and this can experience a defect known as burned welded, which is considered a serious welding defect. This defect occurs due to excessive local heat caused by the presence of foreign materials, resulting in a burn-through condition. Common sources of this defect include foreign materials in the weld, such as inside or outside coatings, dirt, oil, grease, and contaminated weld wire. Additionally, we have the 2-piece integral end, characterized by a defect known as incomplete bottom profile, which is considered a minor issue on 2-piece cans, provided that the can does not buckle during retorting. In this defect, the integral end profile is not fully formed, resulting in a weaker end that may buckle during retorting. So the common source of this issue is when the punch fails to complete its stroke into the die. The final subcategory is other can body effects, exemplified by incomplete flanges, which are deemed serious if reduced by 0.4 mm or more. Conversely, an incomplete flange is considered minor if reduced by less than 0.4 mm. This defect manifests as clips or cuts in the flange, leading to reduced or zero overlap in the double seam. Common sources include plate misfeed under the die, inadequate trim allowance on the strip, plate movement during drawing, and the starting flange of the drawn can being too short. So now, we are in the fourth category. We have can end manufacturing defects, featuring a type known as double end, which is considered a serious defect in containers. In this defect, 2 ends are seamed onto one end of a can body. The double seam exhibits additional thickness and length, often with numerous droops or V's along its length. The common sources of this defect include 2 strips of end plate being stuck together as they enter the end press, resulting in ends with 2 thicknesses of plate curled together, with only the inner end being compound line. Another common source is two independently formed ends being stuck together and double seamed onto a body. The fifth category is double seam defects, which includes a type known as clinch only, considered a serious double seam defect. In this type, only the clinching operation has been completed. Cans exhibiting this defect are removed to verify the clinching operation, and they must be replaced to ensure the seaming operation is completed. The sixth category pertains to other manufacturing defects, including a type called paneling, which is deemed a serious container profile defect if the can body has been significantly distorted, leading to fractured internal coating or distorted double seam or side seam. This permanent distortion of the can body is typically observed in larger sized containers, manifesting as flat, vertical panels or indentations. Common sources of this defect include excessive closure vacuum, excessive external pressure during processing, excessive pressure during cooling, inadequate plate gauge or temper. Finally, last but not the least category, we have handling defects, includes a type called crush, which is considered a serious container defect. This involves extreme mechanical deformation of the metal container. The common sources of this defect include misfeed of the filled can in conveying equipment and transit damage. Those are the 7 categories and their types of metal can defects. I will end it here. I hope you've learned something. Thank you for listening and God bless. This is Joy. Sumasaludo po sa inyo.